Charging EMP.
Hey everyone, this is the Geeky Panda here on the Geeky Panda blog, running guys with another video commentary this time. Yes, my laptop comes in to save the day. Do note that there might be a little bit of frame rate issue in the video, but overall this is as good as it's gonna get. I'm gonna try to, fix it for you guys, but this is, please be patient. There's gonna be more video gameplay coming soon. So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about Anime Boston 2013, my overview review per se. Because I stated in a past video that depending on what happens here at Anime Boston 2013 depends on if I'm going next year or not. A literally make or break scenario for me because of what's been going on. But I'm glad to say that I'm confirming that I will be attending the convention once more next year because of what happened there. Again, there were some concerns and some things that I kind of didn't agree on. I kind of wish they did better, but overall, I had a pretty good time there. Now, for the pros, I had a great time there. The one things I like about big conventions is there's a lot of things to do. They offer a lot of things than what the smaller convention offers, including more panels, more events. There's just a lot more people there, meaning a lot more interesting cosplays to see with a variety of skill level. It's just you're just bombarded with a lot of things. And to newbie con goers, this might be too much, but to us veterans, it's kind of like, okay, go, in. So I had a great time with friends. The one thing I love about going to conventions is going with friends, and this was actually the first year. Yeah, it's actually the first year I was actually rooming with friends, and I had a great time. I honestly did had a pretty damn good time there. I roomed with my friends locally around here and stuff like that, and we went on the floor together. We had some good food, and then at night we all drank together like good comrades that we are. Overall, I loved the fact that they had different panels that they offered there, especially events. I attended a few panels, including the Beginner's Guide to FF Anime, which was hilariously gross, but overall, I still had a great time. But, with the good comes the bad. Now, this is the part that I was concerned about. First, the added security measures, including bag checks, stricter rules, and no informal dance. Now, the fact that, no airsoft guns are allowed there kind of does suck, but in the same way, with the recent Boston bombing, added with the fact that it only takes one person to screw up the whole train, to ruin it for everyone, I kind of see why that they were not allowing any type of projectiles, including airsoft guns, which caused the airsoft community to be like, oh, but at the same time, it's a security measure, stuff like that. Now, there are alternatives out there to buy, which thank God there are, so it's not a total loss. But the bag checks, that was an interesting area because this was the first convention that I went to with, added security measures, including bag checks, which were done by the convention security and not Anime Boston Convention security, because I highly doubt how those guys, would actually, they're not really trained for something like that, even if they have, background areas, and not everyone is trained to do, to be on the same level. A lot of the convention volunteers have different skill levels. Like if I were to go on the, if I staff for security at other conventions, so if I were to, if I went on the convention staff, my skill level, my knowledge will be invaluable because, I do security elsewhere. So overall, the bag checks, the one thing I was worried about is it was a bottleneck effect. A lot of people try to get in, and it just makes a huge line, and you gotta wait. Overall, the line was pretty good, but on Saturday, the bottleneck effect came in full swing because a lot of people went in with bags, and of course they have to check the bags. And I kid you not, the line stretched from literally the convention center entrance at right near beside the Dunkin' Donuts, across from the yogurt place and that healthy place thing, whatever. And it stretched literally down to the Sheraton, almost down to the elevator, North Tower elevator area. It was literally getting like out of hand, and it was like for the people with bags, and some people were confused if they don't have a bag, but overall, there was some definitely growing pains. Was figuring out which line to go through, where to get, which line do you go to get out of the convention center. But they pretty much did, they pretty much got it down by Saturday afternoon because, the line died down. But, the rushes were the most annoying part to encounter. That Like, I could probably see this happening next year, but a tip for those going to be attending Enemy Boss next year: if you don't need to bring a bag to the con floor, don't. You just make everyone else's lives a lot easier because they have to check in. A cool thing that they did for at the convention center, they had a bag check-in for $1, which is really nice. So you don't have to keep checking, bringing it back in and out. You can just check it in right there and just take it out when you need to. So that was really cool. As far as the weapon prop check was actually done by the convention security. It's not convention security, well, not the Anime Boston's convention staff, but the actual convention, staff. Like, and I had my prop done, and they actually tag it with different colors each day, security measure. But now we get to the more interesting stuff. There was no informal dance there at all, even though they did confirm it on the website that there will be an 18 plus only one. It didn't happen because I suspect it was just the higher ups, like something that I was out of Anime Boston's hands, literally, because of the events of what happened last year, okay, I'm basically going to say this in a very roundup situation. The rave got a little out of hand because of a medical case, and it just things lined up for a bad scenario where the convention for Anime Boston convention staff lost control, and the Boston PD had to like step in and shut everything down. Like, it got to that far where Boston PD got pissed off at the convention staff because they lost all control. So again, there was no informal dance, even though they confirmed earlier that there would be an 18 plus one, but it was then reconfirmed that there will not be an 18 plus dance at all, or on the convention area. There was it wasn't sponsored by AB, but there was a rave, doing an anime theme night that was close by, that was being promoted there, which was actually kind of cool. I never went there personally, but I wish I could, but there was a lot of things I wanted to do. So, kind of sucks because an informal dance was a great way to relieve stress and just party hard, So, another thing that happened was, I don't blame it on the convention. It's basically Mother Nature, because Mother Nature was a bitch that weekend, and it was raining, meaning the courtyard was closed whole freaking weekend, and there were some great spots on the courtyard where I could have done, oh my god, this would be great for my photo shoots, but Mother Nature being a bitch. No, 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 no. No more photo shoots for you. No, no. So, kind of a letdown, but yeah. Now, overall, again, I had a great time there. The hotel room was great. The other things that happened there was, was awesome. I can't wait for next year, because next year, because you're always improving. Like, the con is always improving themselves next year to offer, better content, etc., etc. But you're also always improving yourself as far as your hotel room, your cosplays, what you plan on doing, You're also improving that. So, I can't wait for Anime Boston 2014. This is gonna be another potentially great year. I already got my hotel room reserved. I'm potentially looking for roommates, but I pretty much got down who I want to bring with me. But overall, I had a great time. If you went to Anime Boston, tell us, what was your experience? Post it down. Say you did a good time, you did a bad time. What was the best thing that you saw there? What was the worst thing that you saw there? Whether it be, security measures or just a really bad cosplay that you just managed to get caught in the crossfire. So overall, Anime Boston's still one of the top 10 most attended conventions in the United States. And it's still pretty good with what the content it offers. This year was an interesting year for them, and I'm happy that they kind of pulled themselves through. So next year I will be attending Anime Boston 2014. If you see me there, don't be afraid to come up and say hi. So 9 times out of 10 I might record you for a video of mine, for my YouTube channel. So that's it for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed my gameplay video commentary. There will be more videos coming out, including some more Battlefield 3 content, Modern Warfare 3, Halo 4, so on and so forth. So, I have to say, this is Geeky Panda here on the Geeky Panda blog, signing out. To remember, stay geeky, my friends.